Okay, so we have learned in the previous lessons about light, mirrors and lenses. How many types in mirrors, how many types in spherical mirrors, and how many types in lens, which lens converges the light, which lens diverges the light rays, which mirror converges the light rays, which mirror diverges the light rays. We learned in the previous classes. And what is refraction, what is reflection also we have learned. So in the previous lesson we learned about mainly lenses. So in which purpose we are using lens means to convert the light rays or to diverge the light rays we are using the lens. Like biconcave lens, biconvex lens, double concave lens, double convex lens, convexo-concave lens, convex lens, concave lens, convex lens, etc. we have learned in the previous lesson. Now actually we are using in our daily life those lenses, but any lenses are already fit in our body. Is it constructed in our body parts means we have to learn about this lesson. That is, the topic is human eye and colorful world. So in our daily life we are seeing number of things. We are seeing far objects, we are seeing nearer objects, we are seeing very closer objects. So we are seeing very far objects. What is a very far object from our eye? We are seeing sun, moon, stars and sky, etc. These are the far things. So how it is possible to see the farther things and nearest things by using only these eyes? Is there any arrangement of the lens in our eye? Let us discuss in this lesson. Okay, so you have studied refraction of light through lenses in the previous chapter. You have learned about nature, position and relative size of image formed by lenses for various distances of objects in class 9, chapter 6 on sense organs in biological sciences textbook. Explain the structure of the human eye. The human eye functions on the principle of sensation of vision. We see objects because the light scattered from the falls on the eye. The eye has lens in its structure. Okay, so we have already discussed about the reflection. Reflection happens on how many media? Only one media. If light incident on any surface from one media and it turns back into the same media, the phenomena is called reflection. And refraction means if any light ray falls on any surface, some part of the light will be traveled through the surface into the other medium, and this phenomena is called refraction, and we have already learned in the previous lessons. Now here, so human eye works on which principle? Human eye works on which principle means sensation of vision. So remember this, sensation of vision. How the human eye is working means based on the principle of sensation of vision. Sensation of vision. The human eye is working on this principle only. If it is using one principle means some arrangement will be there. What is the arrangement? Let us see. We see objects because of the light scattered from them falls on the eye. The eye has a lens in its structure. So if it is working on the principle means we need some objects in that eye. So that is, it contains lens. Eye contains lens in its structure. So how it is arranged in the eye? Let us see in this lesson. In the previous chapter you learned that focal length of lens, object distance determine the nature, position and size of the image. So in the previous lesson we have learned something. What is that means? The size of the focal length of lens. So how the image size is depends means the object distance determine the focal length and object distance. These two things are determine the nature and position and size of the object. Mainly these two things. What are those two things? Focal length and object distance. These two only mainly to determine the position of the image and size of the image and characteristics of the image. What is the function of lens in human eye? So do you know what are the functions in human eye means? We will know what is the main function of human eye? To see our surroundings. How does it help to see the objects at long distances and short distances? So here we are using only eyes to see the closer objects and to see the farther objects. So how it is possible to see the two different type of objects, which is closer and which is farther away from our eyes? How is it possible to get the image on the same distance on the retina? Another part is there in our eye, that is retina. Retina is another part is there in the human eye, and how it is possible to catch the image if it is closer to our eye and if it is farther away from our eye. So let us discuss. Are we able to see all objects in front of our eye clearly? So that means if you are able to see the objects which are in front of your eye, and here a little bit confusion. This is logical question. We can say this is a logical question because what is a silly question we can say, because so if anything is in front of our eye means we can see, but here we have to remember one thing. In front of your eyes means the object will be here or here or here or here, like the chair. So like that only the question will be applicable. And how do the lens used in the spectacles correct to defects of vision? So some people cannot see the closer objects, some people cannot see the farther objects clearly, and to make the defect correct, and we are using the lenses, and how the lenses are using in our eye, and we have to know the answer for these questions. To answer these questions, you need to understand the structure and function of a human eye. So if you want to understand about all these questions answers, what are the questions? First, what are the functions in human eye, and how the lenses are in the human eye, and how the retina catches the image for the different objects from the different positions, and are we able to see the all objects in front of our eye? To know the answer for all these questions, we have to understand the structure of the human eye. Let us do the following activities to know about some interesting facts about our vision. First topic is least distance of distinct vision. What is the first topic? Least distance of distinct vision. Least distance of distinct vision. What is the least distance? Least distance means we know which is closer to us. Say vision. Vision means which we are able to see, which are appearing. Let us discuss now. Activity 1. Take a textbook and hold it with your hands in front of you at a certain distance. Now try to read the contents on the page. Slowly move the book towards your eye till it's very close to your eyes. What changes do you notice? So first take a notebook. So after taking the notebook, and we are reading the books by keeping on the pads or on the tables, we are reading the books. But here the activity is first take a book, and here in this distance we are able to see the book and the letters which are printed on the page. We can see easily, and we can read the letters easily, and just move the book towards very close to your eye. If you are closing the book towards your eye, and what you can observe, what you will observe? Do you observe any changes on the page? Can you observe any changes? Means you may see the printed letter. The printed letter on the page of textbook appears blurred, or you feel strain in the eye. So if you are moving the book very close to your eyes, so what is happening means the letters will be blurred. That means we cannot read the letters clearly. And if you are keeping the book very close to your eye for some time, our eye will feel strain. That means our eye, we feel some strain in our eyes and we cannot see the book clearly. Now, slowly move the book backwards to a position where you can see clear printed letters without straining your eye. Ask your friend to measure the distance between your eye and textbook at this position. Note down its value. Repeat the activity with other friends and note down the distances for distinct vision of in which each case. Now, in first case, what we have done here, first the book is little bit farther away from our eyes. First, we are moving the book very close to our eyes, and in which case you are not able to see the letters. Then stop the book there and now move the book backward. Move the book backward direction from your eyes. So where you can see the letters clearly. Stop the book on the place and ask your friend to measure the distance between your eyes and the book. And so each and every case, by using each and every case we have to measure, and by using one by one, by participating one by one person from your friends, and each case you have to measure the distance where your friend is able to see the letters clearly. On the time you have to measure the distance between your book and your eyes. Find the average of all these distances of clear vision and how many members you are taking. How many members are participating in this activity? Take those values and find the average distance. What value do you get for averaging distance? So what value we will get here, average distance? So let us see. From this activity you will come to know that to see an object comfortably and distinctly you must hold it at a distance of 25 cm from your eyes. The distance is called least distance of distinct vision. Okay, so here from this activity we come to know to see the object comfortably, where we can see the object clearly and comfortably, and the distance is called least distance of distinct vision. What is the least distance of distinct vision? Where we are able to see the object clearly. When on the time the distance between you and between the object and your eyes, that distance is called least distance of distinct vision. At young age, say below 10 years, the muscles around the eye are strong and flexible and can bear more strain. At the young age, young age means here we are taking below 7 years. Below 10 years. Below 10 years, the eye contains. Below 7 years, the eye are strong and very flexible. So that means we can observe here while we are playing with the kids, and the kids are seeing the objects, are seeing the surroundings without closing their eyes for a long time, but we cannot see. If you have a doubt, you can observe by playing the children. That means kids which are 10 years below or 5 years below, they are seeing constantly without closing their eyes. The muscles around the eye are strong and flexible and can bear more strain. So on that age, that means the people who are having the 10 years below, the eye contains very flexible and strong. So that's why we are able to see for a long time with constant. Therefore, the least distance of distinct vision at this age is close to 7 to 8 centimeters. So what is the least distance of distinct vision here? At 10 years, below 10 years, the least distance of distinct vision is 7 to 8 centimeters. That means here the eye contains very flexible and strong. So that means they are able to see the objects very closer to them. In old age, the muscles cannot sustain more strain, and hence the least distance of distinct vision shift to larger value, say about 1 to 2 meter or more, even more. So in the old age, the least distance of distinct vision expand to 1 to 2 meter, and they cannot the eyes cannot sustain the strain. So that means they are not able to see the objects clearly by closing to them. You can observe if anybody is there, an older person is there at your home, you can observe they are seeing the objects by keeping this small distance or this small distance and this small distance while they are reading the newspaper or looking at the mobile phones also you can see, and they cannot see the objects, they cannot see with their eyes constantly without closing their eyes. You can see older people are closing their eyes immediately. For a minute and number of times they are closing the eyes like this. Okay? Are you able to see the top and bottom of an object placed at a distance of about 25 cm from your eye irrespective of its shape? Let us find out. So, if any object is given to you, is it possible to see the object completely irrespective of its shape? So, let us find out. Activity 2. Collect a few wooden sticks used in cloth roller in a cloth store, or collect a waste PVC pipes that are used for electric wiring. Prepare sticks or pipes of 20 cm, 30 cm, 35 cm, 40 cm, 50 cm from them. Place a retard stand on a table and stand near the table such that your head is beside the vertical stand. Adjust the clamp on the horizontal rod and fix it a distance of 25 cm from your eyes. Ask one of your friends to fix a wooden stick of 30 cm height to the clamp in vertical position as shown in figure. Now keeping your vision parallel to the horizontal rod, the stand, try to see the top and bottom of the wooden stick keeping vertical position. Are you able to see the both ends of the stick simultaneously without any movement shaking in your eyes? Okay, for example, now I am taking a stick here. And which is approximately 20 to 35 centimeter. So if any object is, what is the least distance of distinct vision? So what is the least distance of distinct vision? 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter is the least distance of distinct vision, which we have done in the activity 1 by taking the average values of all your friends. Okay, so if any object is keeping in front of you like this, in front of you approximately 25 centimeter distance from your eyes. So like this you keep the rod or any pipe. So are you able to see the stick, top and bottom parts of the stick? So if you are able to see, you can write there yes. If you are not able to see, write there no. So without, remember one thing here, you should not move your eyes up or down or sides. So that means here I am unable to see the top and bottom of the stick. So that means what is happening here? Let us find out what is the reason for that. Why we are not able to see the object here, the top and bottom of the object at one time? Is there any reason for that? Let us find here. In activity 1, you learn that least distance of the stick for distinct vision is about 25 centimeters. It varies from person to person. If you are not able to see both ends of the stick at this distance, 25 centimeters, adjust the vertical stick on the horizontal rod till you are able to see the both ends of the stick at the smallest possible distance from your eye. Fix the vertical distance at this position with the help of the clamp. So, what is the least distance of distinct vision? 25 centimeters. We know about the least distance of distinct vision. It is variable to person. It is variable for person to person. For younger people who have below 10 years age, the least distance of distinct vision is how much? 7 to 8 centimeters. And for the older people, it is expands to, it is increases to 1 to 2 meter, and we can observe this. But here, in the least distance or distinct vision, by keeping this object here, we are not able to see. So ask your friend when you are not able to see the top and bottom of this object, ask your friend to move the stick further away from your eyes, and when you are able to see the top and bottom of the object, stop the object there and measure the distance between the object and your eye. Without changing the position of the clamp on the horizontal rod, replace the stick of 30 cm length with other sticks of various lengths one by one, and try to see the top and bottom of the stick simultaneously without any change in the position of eye, either upwards or downwards or sideways. So not only by using this stick, and take another longer stick which contains 40 cm, 50 cm and 60 cm, like that, taking the rods and same where you are able to see the object completely. Here I am able to see the object completely, top and bottom of the object. Now take another rod here which is larger than the stick and keep here. Are you able to see that rod clearly? If not so, move the object further away. And after taking another long stick and move the farther away from your eyes, and move it, and where you are able to see the object, both the top and bottom ends, and note the distance of the image of the between the object and your eye. Are you able to see the both ends of the sticks in all these cases? If not, why? So here, are we able to see all the sticks? Means we are not able to see. If you are not seeing, and why? Let us find out. After the following figure, you can see the whole object AB, which is at a least distance of 25 cm, least distance of distinct vision, because the rays coming from the ends A and B of the object AB will enter the eye. Similarly, you can also see the object CD. With eye explained above, let us assume that AB moves closer to the eye position A dash B dash as shown in figure. Okay, let us find out what is the least distance of distinct vision. So just think, take eye and we are observing from here, and a rod is here. Okay, a rod is here which is named as AB. A rod is here and which is in 25 centimeters. And from here you are able to, the person is standing here. The person is able to see the object clearly, and that means we can draw the line. So just draw the line towards our eye, towards this person's eye, and the person is able to see the both ends of the rod. And now I am moving this rod towards the person's eye. What is happening here? The person's eye, this is A dash and B dash. Here the person is able to see the object clearly, completely, and the top and bottom of the object means, so the person is not able to see here. And now I am moving the objects here, further away from the object, moving from here further away from the eye, and what is happening here? Now this line extends like this, and this one is indicating as C and D. And in these three cases where the person able to see the complete object means here at AB, the rod bottom and top and bottom of the light rays enters into the eye. That's why they are able to see the complete object. And indicate here this one is where this point on the line C dash and D dash. So here from this part, from the rod, only some part only. This one is D. Some part of the light rays only entering into the person's eye. That's why here the person is not able to see the complete rod. And here, moving further away from the eye, the person is able to see the complete rod. This is the least distance of distinct vision. Will you able to see the whole object now? From the figure 2, you notice that you will able to see the only part EF of the object A dash B dash, because the rays coming from E and F enter into eye. The rays coming from A dash B dash cannot enter into eye. So here we can which part we are seeing here, the complete part we are seeing here, and here also the complete part CD we are able to see. But here when the rod moves towards our eye, near to our eye, and we are not able to see the part B dash and A dash, but we are able to see the C dash and D dash. The rays coming from the extreme the ends of an object from an angle at the eye. If the angle is below 60 degrees, we cannot see the whole object. If this angle is above 60 degrees, then we can see only the part of the object. This minimum angle, okay, the rays coming from the extreme ends of the object. So here from here the rays are coming, from here the rays are coming, from here the rays are coming, from here the rays are coming. So if the rays are coming here, only some part of angle only we are able to see. That is from this point to this point only we are able to see those. That means here 60 degree angle only we are able to see. So that means 60 degree or above 60 degree we are able to see. Otherwise, if any object is more below 60 degree angle in front of our eye, we are not able to see those objects completely. The maximum angle at which we are able to see the whole object is called angle of vision. The angle of vision for healthy human being is about 60 degree. It varies from person to person. The maximum angle at which we see the object is called angle of vision. Angle of vision. The person which is able to see the complete one is called angle of vision. Where the person able to see the complete object with which angle, how much angle, that angle is called angle of vision. So here this one is also changes from person to varies from person to person. Like here the least distance of distinct vision is changing. Here also the angle of vision is changing from person to person. You have learned the value of least distance of distinct vision is about 25 centimeter, and the value of angle of vision of human beings is about 60 degree. You can also learn that these values change from person to person and with age of person. So what we have learned till now here, first one is sensation of vision. So what is sensation of vision? The human eye works on the principle of sensation of vision, and a lens is arranged in the eye, and also retina is arranged in the eye. And we learned about what is the least distance of distinct vision. What is the least distance of distinct vision? The person which are able to see the object clearly, completely, and the distance between the object and human eye is called the least distance of distinct vision. What is the least distance of distinct vision? 25 centimeter. And we learned about that it is varies from person to person and age to age by age. That means here the people who have younger age, and the least distance of distinct vision is 7 to 8 centimeters. For the older people, it increases to 1 to 2 meter. And after that, we learned about the angle of vision. And angle of vision also changing from person to person and age to age by age. And what is the reason? What is the reason to change the least distance of distinct vision? And what is the reason for the 10 years below 10 years people contain 7 to 8 centimeter? And what is the reason for the old age people contain least distance vision 1 to 2 meter? And what is the reason for angle of vision also changing from the person to person? And let us learn in the next class.